y'all doing today? You know, ever since I was just knee-high to a possum, I'd heard stories told about the woods back home where I growed up in Bubba, Missouri, about them great men like Pecos Bill. He done lassoed that cyclone. And then Paul Bunyan, he teamed them forests of the Great White North. And my mama always told me, as she's sitting there bouncing me on my knee, or on her knee when I was a little, just young, she says, Bubba, you can be whatever you want to be. You can be a great man as long as you put your mind to it. So folks, I was always trying to figure out what I wanted to be a great man. You know, one day, I was sitting there on my front porch, whittling here on my whittling stick, talking to my buddy Cuda. Happened to be sitting there right next to me. We see all these bike riders go whizzing past. They're all in their little outfits and everything. And we thought, boy, I don't know what that is. But a little later, we went down to the filling stations there, about the 500 Mercantile. That's where everybody gets their mail and everything there. And we was asking them, and they says, well, that was the Tour of Missouri. It was a bike race. I thought, well, that's something I could probably do. So we went over there to Little Bell's, and you know she's got that internet thing in her house. And Little Bell says, you know, they got this other bike race coming up. It's supposed to be the greatest race in the world. It's called the Tour de France. Well, heck, I'm going to shoot for something. Something might as well go for the top. So she done filled out an application for me, and you know, pretty quick I got this phone call from these gents, and they says, you know, they said we're going to send you a car, we'll send you an airplane, we'll take you all your rooms and everything. Well, boy, that's pretty nice of these guys. So one thing that I didn't realize is I didn't have a bike, so I got the old Sears and Roebuck catalog out and picked me out one day, and I thought, well, there we go. So the day come, the folks come and they come pick me up in this, you know, oh man, this is the biggest limousine I had in my life. That thing was big. You could put 5 families in that thing, and I was just in there all by myself. Well, you know, we went on down to the airport, and they put me up in the front of one of them airplanes, and you know, it's kind of nice up there in the front of those things. They get you those little cloths, you can wash your hands, your face, they treat you real nice. So I sure enjoying all this. We went on down, we got there to France, and they was telling me all about this thing, put me up in this big, beautiful room. You know, and folks, you know, it's getting close to race day, and he says, here, we got your uniform, and it's this little thing that was really stretchy, and just, you know, I tried to put that thing on. Folks, can you picture me in that thing? I wouldn't even let my mom see me in something like that. So I just grabbed my own riding does it. I got here, you know, I got my sponsor on the back. I got, you know, I was ready to go. So I get my bike out there. We're out there on the starting line. And all these guys are looking around and everything. And we take off. And we're all riding up real close to each other. And they're bumping and jostling. You know, and I didn't like that. That was all just too crowded. So I just took off and went up and over and around the hills, you know. What I think these guys didn't realize is, you know, I'd been pulling logs up down out of the hollers ever since I was just a little tyke. You know, I had legs as strong as mighty oaks. So I got up there and I went across that finish line. There wasn't nobody around. I figured, well, somebody's going to get it something. So I was sitting there, and then pretty soon here comes this other fella across the line. And everybody's cheering and yelling, and I walked up and I said, what's the big deal? And he says, well, this guy Lance Armstrong won the race. I said, well, that's me. My name's Lance Armstrong. They've just been calling me Bubba. That's my fun name. But pretty quick we figured out there's 2 of us. And so we started talking together and had a great laugh. There's, you know, there's 2 Lance Armstrongs that done won the race. You know, and I started thinking, they don't need 2 great Lance Armstrongs riding bikes in this world. So I thought I'd just wish him well on his way and figured I'd go do something else. Maybe I'll go out and walk amongst the stars like my uncle, Neil Armstrong.